couple has been let off with a suspended sentence. Now this has been making headlines today when I've been researching stories, and I just thought I would bring this to your attention because it's something that I don't agree with myself, as in the fact that the shadow minister has publicly come out and said stop letting these type of criminals off. And guess what? It was a couple, a young couple, 30 and 32-year-old, living on a deprived estate. They haven't got much. They have actually got jobs, but they don't have many hours and they're on low paid employment. And they do have a youngster. And they're trying their best in this day and age to get along and make a little bit of money. And they are struggling. So they've been selling a little bit of sniff and a few E's on a weekend to make a bit extra money. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but this is what goes on in these type of areas, these deprived areas. And the shadow minister has come out. They did get a 2-year suspended sentence. It is Emily Ekin, 30, and Jake Redfern were handed a 2-year suspended sentence. And the shadow minister has come out and demanded a review of guidelines that require judges to consider softer sentences for offenders from deprived backgrounds after a narcotics dealing couple were controversially spared prison. They were given a suspended prison sentence, meaning if they get into trouble within that 2-year sentence will be activated. But what about all these bacons that I'm covering that get suspended sentences? Why don't the MPs, the Justice Secretary, the shadow ministers, where are they at, coming out the boxes and saying this isn't right when these bacons are getting suspended sentences? But someone who's living on a deprived estate, trying to do the best for themselves and their family in this day and age when everything costs a fortune, and they're trying to make a few extra pennies on a weekend. Now, people will be saying, well, they shouldn't be doing that. They're supplying things that are illegal. But if they're supplying a little bit of sniff and a few pills on a weekend to people who are probably having house parties, they probably work, but on the deprived estate as well, people, session heads, they are supplying a service for these people. People are asking for it. They're coming to them for what they want, and they are making a few extra quid by supplying them. So in a lot of people's eyes, they're just trying to get along, trying to make a few extra pennies. A lot of people will be watching this saying, well, they shouldn't be doing that, they're breaking the law. But what I'm trying to get at in this video is the fact that a couple like this who's got a young child, trying to make a few extra quid on the weekend, is getting tarnished all over the papers, putting the pictures in, saying that the guidelines should be tougher for people like this. But yet, you get these bacons that are online, these predators, that are trying to meet up with youngsters, which will ruin their lives forever if they act out their fantasies. And they're given suspended sentences, saying they've learned the lessons, they'll not do it again, slap on the wrist, and no one batters an eyelid. Well, the public, people like myself do, people like you watching on my channel do, because you all resonate, you all understand where I'm coming from. But yet, the MPs are coming out, talking about these, but then when the bacons get suspended sentences, nothing is said about it. They just go on as if it's normal, because the majority of these lot are fucking bacons themselves. Well, the Shadow Justice Minister is Dr. Kieran Mullen, went on to say that he was fed up with excuses being made for criminals. The Attorney General has 28 days to decide whether to refer the case to the Court of Appeal to review the sentence. Why don't you review the sentences for these bacons that are getting suspended sentences when they're thinking they're going to meet up with youngsters? Because when they do actually meet up with them on the next time, they will ruin their lives forever. Someone who's supplying a little bit of sniff and a few pills to people that want them aren't going to ruin their lives. Obviously, it does ruin lives, that sniff, but people are asking for it. People don't go along, or these youngsters aren't asking for predators to take advantage of them. But yet, they're getting a slap on the wrist and the MPs don't say nothing about it. They don't say, let's increase their sentences. So that's why I've come on and made this video today, because when I've seen the headlines of this pop up, I just thought it was a bit outrageous how they put the pictures all over in this paper and telling people exactly what they've done and trying to get the sentence increased so that they go to prison, but yet they don't do it for the Bacons. So anyways, I just thought I would bring that to your attention, people, and let me know your thoughts in the comments to see exactly what you think about people like this getting suspended sentences and then the Bacons that get suspended sentences. Who do you think is worst? Someone that takes something from an innocent youngster, or someone that provides a service for people that want it? Leave that one there for now, people. Hopefully you are enjoying that. And if you are, remember to comment, like and subscribe. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.